I'm back visiting the Chatham Dockyard for one last time in a good while now, and it's a very windy day unfortunately, so the audio might be pretty rubbish, so I apologize for that. If it gets really bad I will mute it and put music over it, but join me on a final wandering here. There's a few bits that I did not include yet in previous videos I filmed here, so I'm gonna try and do those so I can have a full and complete, or as much as possible, story of the historic dockyard at Chatham. This is the ticket hall shop and one of the restaurants in the background, and a brief history that you can stand around and watch. Just a quick pan around. I'm focusing on the beam structure that still tells the story of the past. It's called the mess deck. I always passed it, I've never had food here. But I spotted a painting in the back. Let's go see that. Beautiful. It's a view of the Royal Dockyard at Chatham from 1773. And it is a colored engraving from a painting by Richard Patton. And it's gorgeous. And I just spotted this and it's interesting, and I am quite impressed that they're keeping, they're using local ingredients and focus on not wasting things. Only 1.3 wastage last month. Well done, guys. It smells really nice, so if you do come around, I highly recommend you come and have something to munch here. But let's go and explore. Just having a quick look through the shops. Items. It's not usually something I spend my time with, but I've spotted a few bits and bobs. These are nice. And this is cool. Noughts and crosses in a very different way. Haha. And items from the ropery. Those of you who watch my videos will know that there is still a functioning ropery here. Some interesting books. Now, this is a painting of the Victory ship, and this is a gorgeous model of the same ship. I have showed it in one of my videos, but I have not talked about it much, so I'm going to try and give you a little bit of information about it. This model was made for a Hollywood film from 1941 called The Hamilton Woman, which starred Vivian Leigh and Laurence Olivier. He was portraying Horatio Nelson, whose flagship this was. It is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. I am going to go around it slowly and try to tell you bits. The London Public Advisor on the 7th of May 1765 said the following: "This day will be launched His Majestic ship, the Victory, estimated the largest and finest ship ever built. Several of the Lords of the Admiralty, Commissioners of the Navy, and many persons of quality and distinction are expected to be present. For those receptions, great preparations are making through the town." So that was quite an advertisement. The order for the Victory to be built at Chatham was signed by the Navy Board on the 7th of July 1759, and work started almost immediately, and the first timbers, those for the keel, were brought together at the old Singer Dock on the 23rd of July 1759 in a ceremony that even William Pitt the Elder, the then Prime Minister and the future Earl of Chatham, is thought to have attended. A Oopsie, sorry, I almost dropped the camera. Once her frame was complete, she was left to season in frame, as they say, until the 7 Years' War has ended and work restarted on her. It was launched on the 7th of May 1765. She was completed and fitted out, not for war but for the reserve fleet. It was not until 1778 that she left Chatham for sea service as Augustus Keppel's flagship. Following the Battle of Cape St. Vincent in 1797, she returned to Chatham where she underwent the Great Repair before returning to sea as Nelson's flagship and the Battle of Trafalgar. The Battle of Trafalgar ended the Napoleonic France's ambitions to invade Britain and her navy's ability to threaten Britain's worldwide command of the oceans. And as we all know, the end of the Napoleonic Wars in 1815 ushered in a century of Pax Britannica, Britain's undisputed naval power and position as global superpower, and laid the foundations for much of the modern world as we know it today. And she's a beauty, absolutely beautiful. Today, the original ship that it is restored is found in Portsmouth Historic Dockyard and can be visited. It's a place I've not been to yet, but I'm hoping to make it there one day and have the opportunity to visit this gorgeous, gorgeous ship. So look out for that. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, next year, or when, but I really, really hope to get there. And I'm out again in the wind. Now, those of you who have been here or have watched my previous videos, you'll be recognizing some of the things I showed you before. Within those large buildings in front of me is the historic lifeboat collection. I have made a separate video about it, and I have made a separate one about this one as well, the #1 smithery, but I will be going back in because there is an exhibition at the moment. Last year there was a Lego exhibition, and this year there's an Ocean Photographer of the Year one, which I would very much like to see. And then in between, down on the right side, the three beauties: the HMS Kennet, the HMS Ocelot, a submarine, and the HMS Cavalier. Now, again, there's separate videos about each of them if you're interested to see them. But now I'm going in to see this photo exhibition. Need to figure out where to start from. This one is the winner, and I'm showing it to you here because there's a larger version up there, but everything reflects on it, and I'll let you read all about it. You can pause. It's a wonderful capture of a dwarf minke whale. Second place, and the third. Spectacular. I'm only going to include snippets here and there of my favorite ones. Skeleton shrimps. A very cool marine iguana. Some of them are really, really hard to film because there's reflections from other things. This one is good. Wow. This whale shark is amazing. There's loads of fish around it. Wow. This batfish is something else. I don't think I've ever seen one before. And head of an alligator. And some cutie pies, including one of my favorites I'll show you in a minute. There's some really gorgeous sea slugs. And this one is one of my favorites. It's a sheep nudibranch. It's a gorgeous little sea slug. Oh, and I just realized that it captured an amazing moment. It is depositing its eggs. Wow. Okay, and this is a beautiful one, but it ended sadly. And I'll let you read it. Please pause. Some gorgeous humpback whales and the human. I am not showing you everything. There's loads more to see. Right, this is a really heartbreaking one. Again, I'm gonna let you read the text.
Wait, is this an ark?
One of my favorite creatures, an octopus surrounded by its eggs. But again, it's worth reading the story that goes with it. One last one. It's a really good exhibition. It's worth coming to see. These are from previous winners from other years. I like that one. And back out again. It is a beautiful sight, whichever way you look. The HMS Gannet. The HMS Ocelot. You can visit it in the inside. It's quite an experience, which I highly recommend. And the HMS Cavalier. These are the three main ships on display. Each of them can be visited, as I mentioned before, and it's just a super cool experience. And let's see it from this side as well. And oh, I just spotted something I've not seen before. I've always seen the little train tracks, but I always miss seeing trains or locomotives that pass by. So here we go. We get to see that too. It's making a mighty noise. Well, that was cool and unexpected. I was hoping to see them other times and I never got to, so I'm very pleased now. There's loads of beautiful and interesting buildings as well. Again, I showed most of them in previous videos. This one, if I remember correctly, last time was full of scaffolding, so it's nice to see it without. And let me include this Royal Navy helicopter as well. It's a Westland Dragonfly from 1952, so it's got some age to it. Pretty cool. Would love to see how it works, but I don't think they do that. Sing it from the other side with some flowers. Okay, I came down quickly near the river. I really like looking at this beautiful river Medway and all the pretty boats. There's loads of them. And the sun is trying to come out whilst it's slightly drizzling, so mad weather as always here in the UK. The commissioner's house is still being renovated. Should open in a few months' time. I did talk about it again in a previous video, so I don't want to repeat the same things all over again. That is the building of the ropery. There's live demonstrations you can attend, and then the ropery goes down all the way. It's very, very long. Okay, I'm gonna let you read this and then I'll show you the ship in a second. besides this horrid weather. It doesn't look like it, but it's freezing cold. My hands are frozen on it, and I'm filming in mid-April. Quick pan around, and I will move on to show you something else in a sec. I came back from there to this building, and there's museum within it, and I'm gonna quickly take you through it. I have seen it, but I don't think I filmed it. I definitely don't remember filming it. There. Let's go and see. They also have offices somewhere here. I'm gathering there used to be an HMS Chatham then. We're gonna see various figureheads from the front of the boats. And there's a model of the dockyard from circa 1855. Now, filming to glass is always tricky, but you have an idea. So we are missing the boats I showed you, but there's some really pretty good details on it. I think I'm gonna watch this story because I didn't get to do it last time. One of the main characters who ran the dockyard. They put together nicely the story of how things have developed. So let's see. Model of the HMS Achilles. Now that's something interesting I didn't know. I knew that Charles Dickens' father worked here, but I didn't know this particular story, that it was during the building of the Achilles. And his comments. The steering standard from the HMS Daffodil. It's pretty cool. And this is a sea mine. It's large. I could fit in it. And possibly a few other people too. Wow. Construction of the O-boats. I'll show you a model in a sec. They were built in slip number 7, and it took about 2 years for the construction of each of them. And after they finished them, then it took a further 2 years to fit the submarines for being seaworthy.
Submarine. A submarine.
The things you get to learn, that they used to have a nuclear submarine refueling facility here in the 60s. There's a torpedo above me. A model of the HMS Hermione. It was the last surface warship that was refitted here at Chatham in 1983. And that is a model of the HMS Cumberland. Sadly, the glass is a bit of a pain, as always. Some of the costumes of the Dockyard divers. And this is a model of the HMS Endurance. This ship and her detachment of Royal Marines were the only British forces present in the South Atlantic, and Argentinian troops invaded the Falkland Islands. Endurance saw action throughout the campaign to recapture the islands, and was one of the last warships to return home. It arrived back to Chatham to a hero's welcome, they say, and I'm sure it did. And this is Mark 20S electric torpedo. It was used during the Cold War. era, and they were retired in the 1980s and replaced by the tiger fish kind torpedoes. Let's see it from this side as well. That's a model of the HMS Cavalier, which I passed and showed you. This was not built here, but on the Isle of Wight, but after decommissioning it found its final home here since 1972. And this photograph is one from the closing down ceremony, which was on the 30th of March 1984, and I think it was a very sad day for many. It brought to an end 4 centuries of shipbuilding for the Royal Navy on the River Medway. Loads of people worked here, and it affected everyone, not just the dockyard workers, but the tradespeople and everybody who did business with them. There are snippets about dockyard life. You can see them coming in on bikes to work. It's interesting and absolutely fascinating. I found this few times, I think maybe about 10 times during the past year, and always discover something new about the things that used to happen here in the dockyard. Again, there's loads more to be seen here, but loads of things are within cabinets, protected by glass, so I find it always difficult to film those bits. But if you get to come, you will get to explore it. See, this is what I'm talking about. More models here, but you can see the reflection from other bits. Okay, this is the model of the Achilles we've seen before. Very old life rings. And the model of the HMS Cressy, which was the last of the 3 Chatham Division cruisers hit by torpedo fire from German submarine U-9 on the 22nd of September 1914. The details are amazing. So the loss of these ships had a profound impact on the Admiralty, who increased submarine construction the following month, including 5 new orders here at Chatham Dockyard. And another model, this is of HMS Shark, and I'm gonna film the text that accompanies it. It's really worth reading, so please do that. I am well impressed by Commander Jones. There's so many things. I feel like I am distracted continuously. I'm looking in a not very organized way because I want to see everything. Some of the tools they used and toolboxes. And this was the figurehead of the HMS Rodney from 1884. And this is just lovely. Faces of Chatham. And somebody said that as a rough estimate, my family served nearly 300 years in the Admiralty or Dockyard service. How nice. And that's it for this museum bit. There's a bookshop.
No problem. Thank you.
Different sections. Oh, it goes all the way up. Wow. I did not realize this is here before. There's loads of paintings as well. Some can be purchased. Sea battles, warships. Wow, it's like a treasure trove of information here. I am not buying any more books. Wherever I end up in a bookshop, I end up loading myself with things, and I had to say no. But there were a few I would have liked to. Maybe another time. There's a tour in front of me which is part of the midwife tours. If you like that series, a lot of it was filmed here, and they run tours every day. You need to buy a separate ticket for it if I remember correctly, but it's most interesting to do for those who like Call the Midwife. Just because I highlighted Nelson's ship, the Victory, you can see this building. There's a plaque which says that the sails, canvas gear and the flags of the Victory were made in this building. How cool is that? It's called the Sail Loft, and it was erected in 1734, and it's still standing. This is the Royal Dockyard Church, and I will be slowly wrapping up my video. I think I mentioned at the beginning that this is probably my last visit for a time, is because the way the ticketing is set up is that you pay for a ticket when you first come to visit, which is a little bit pricey, but it's well worth it if you plan to come and spend the whole day, and then the ticket is valid for a whole year. Now, it's good to note that the dockyard is closed for about 3 months during winter, which I didn't know. So I once came because I didn't check and I couldn't get in. So I'm just recommending you to always check before you come if it's open. But it's well worth that amount of money. Even if you do a whole, it's worth it. But if you get to come back several times like I did, then it most certainly does. It's a fascinating place, full of history, and I hope that over the several videos I have filmed here, I have managed to show you and share some of the important facts about this amazing place. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm looking to read your comments and suggestions. As I said earlier again in the video, I'm really hoping to make it to Portsmouth one day and visit the dockyard there, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. So that's that. Maritime greetings to you all. Have a lovely day.